waves, Larry. And we're going to talk about liberty. It seems like the American liberty is getting close to an end. There are a lot of patriots out there trying to get the word around and across to a whole bunch of you. It's been tough. While we find out things here in Canada regarding to the Canadians that have been killed by the globalists, we know that you out there in the US are getting closer to some serious trouble if there's no way to put it to a stop. But tonight I want to talk about something else. Something that's been bothering me since March 2011. 2 sets of ones and water crashing over buildings is what I said when I first mentioned my notion of the tsunami in northeastern Japan. You know, a lot of people really don't believe it was a natural event, because those waves were pretty big. 7 giant waves hit the eastern northern end of Japan on March 11th at 3:19 p.m. The tectonic plates shifted, causing so much movement of the earth all the way through the whole of Japan that in Tokyo you had liquefaction happening on the ground surfaces. Liquefaction that far away. Thank the Lord that mayor knew what kind of seawalls to build, and the city was spared, because the rest of Japan was completely destroyed. Just about. One of the towns especially that I'm going to show you and take special attention to was a town that a girlfriend of mine is from that died on March 11th, 2011. Her name was Peace, and she was from the town of Tsunami. And because of that, I looked deeply into this tsunami event. And by having magnetic pulse signature experience, I think I may be able to show how and why these waves were so big. My father used to tell me stories about water laboratories where they were trying to find ways to turn the waves into a war weapon. Were we watching their first use of that? In this segment of Good Things to See, it's dedicated to Peace. May she rest in peace. This is the devastation of Tsunami, northeastern Japan, March 11th, 2011. Here is what happened from the epicenter as the waves started moving. This, of course, is simulated at higher speed. It's as if the waves were coming from more than one shaking center. Is that what really happened? It is not natural for waves to do all of this that we are seeing. So we are going to examine what the possibilities are of these waves being man-made, war waves being sent to Japan. Is it possible? Let's find out. Stand by. Take a look at this photo here very carefully. You see a crack here. Now you'll also notice the waves stops right there. Doesn't go any further than there. So it's not the shaking that's causing this. If it was the shaking, it would be all over, ripples everywhere. But what I noticed when I was looking a little closer to this photo was right here. The beam coming down right here. Magnetic pulse signature. Right there. And it's going through the surface of the water to the lower surface underneath and hitting the bottom. That's this. That's not a waterfall. That's the signature hitting the rock underneath the water. This is the crack right here. Could this be the proof that we've been looking for? Even if they use the pulse to activate the tectonic plates by hitting this line, there's your reason, the real reason for the tsunami that hit Japan on March 11th, 2011. Very easy to move the fault lines with a magnetic pulse signature, which is right there. You can't miss it. Hell from the sky. The Japan tsunami was man-made. War waves are what destroyed Japan. The disaster that hit Japan in 2011 was not a natural event. Good Things to See has taken the time to show you that. We hope you'll keep viewing in and watch us again, because every time you see us, we're going to show you something new. Maybe once in a while we'll show you something fun like plants. I do have a beautiful plant you'd love to see. Maybe I'll put a tape together and call it Larry's Ivy. But for now, thanks for listening, and I hope you take into consideration what we showed you today. The 9/11 event, we showed you the pulse signatures then, outside the buildings. And now we've shown you the signatures off the coast of Japan. We're not sure what's next for their plans, but we're keeping a close eye out, eyes opened wider, for good things to see. For now, thanks for your time. I'm standing down.